Typical shift for me is, I work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., so I show up in the morning, get everything going, make sure my guys know where they're going to be working for the day. We have several areas that we patrol outside of the city limits that we're contracted with the county, so the guys pick an area they want to work, and that's where they work for the day. We patrol those areas, make sure everything's good. A lot of times for me, I will be backing up officers while they're on calls, since I'm the supervisor. Like we're about to pass one here, he's on a traffic stop. Everything's good. Answer calls for reports if need be. Answer the calls for domestics, the most common call we get probably. And just drive around and patrol. Well, when we patrol the neighborhood, it's for the safety and security of everyone that lives there. So, 90% of our day is going to be driving around and patrolling neighborhoods and businesses and everything. So when you see us, it's not that uncommon. There's really nothing going on. We're just driving and making sure everything is okay and people aren't doing anything that they don't need to be doing. When we park and walk around, we're usually doing some kind of security check. We'll park at a business in their parking lot, walk the perimeter, make sure everything's okay. Sometimes we'll do it with residents. When they go on vacation, they'll request that we stop and check on their house while they're out of town. So we'll stop, walk around, make sure everything's secure. Sometimes we'll walk around a park and just make sure everything is okay there and talk to some of the citizens or kids while they're playing. But it's usually just a security thing. Well, there's certain calls that warrant a multi-officer response. One would be a disturbance when the family is fighting or people are fighting like that. Emotions are pretty high, and one officer is usually not enough to try to break up a fight or whatever kind of disturbance is happening. We'll have 2 or 3 just for presence and to separate parties and calm them down. Other ones could be traffic stops. Sometimes they need a separate unit. If they want to search a car, they're not going to search it by themselves. That's a little too dangerous. Well, the main thing is just be respectful and let the officer tell you what's going on and get through their spiel that they have to get through, and then ask them a question if you have a question. If you just start arguing right when they walk up to the car without knowing what the reason for a stop was, you're not going to get anywhere quickly with the traffic stop. You're going to be sitting there for a while. So just let them go through their spiel and then ask them, hey, what did I do wrong? And they'll be happy to tell you. When we perform a traffic stop, we'll touch the back of the car to leave a fingerprint, just in case something were to happen to us on that stop before we could get any information out about the driver or anything else. If something happened to us on that stop, they were to injure us and another officer pulled this car over and they suspected it of being that car, they could always fingerprint that back area of the car and look for our fingerprints. And if they're on there, then they definitely have the correct car. There's no other reason for our prints to be anywhere else on that car. So if they have that, then they've got our suspect.
24-year-old female, no name, dysfunctional breathing.
Kaufman County, we don't really use 10 code on the radio. They don't like it, so we just talk normally on the radio, but we'll still use a couple things. Like 10-4 means we're okay. If we tell them we're 95 to the LEC, that means we're en route to the LEC. It's really 10-8 means we're clear. 10-6 means we're busy. Other than that, we don't really use the 10 code here in Kaufman County. Morning. We're all going to be on TV. We come in, we do some business checks and talk to the locals every day, just to make sure everything's good. Here they like to have fun and just chit chat. You see them doing now.
Bad boy. It's a tear.